Hey, this morning was a beautiful Sunday morning, and we decided to jump on the e-bike and just see how far we can ride it. So we took the bike path, went down to the Publix store and back, and it was just a beautiful ride. We really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, so follow along. Hey guys, we're gonna head down to the bike trail this morning. Just to see what we can find. Camera might be pointed up a little bit. We'll adjust that just a little bit. We get the stop sign up here. A Sunday morning, shortly before 8 o'clock. This will probably be the longest ride we've taken since we've gotten the e-bike. I did a thing where we can go all the way really into town. We can almost go up to the Walmart and if you want to go shopping. So what we're doing here is we're taking some side streets to avoid get out on any main roads to get out to the bike path. I'm gonna adjust this camera just a tiny bit here. There we go. Our county has a lot of bike paths that you can go all kinds of places, all kinds of parks. They got parks to cities paths. We want to take a few of these and check them out. And I'm going to move that camera just a little bit here. Looks like it might be pointing just a hair high. It's probably all right, but there, we'll try that. All right, we're going down to a street called Oak. It's 62 degrees, which is pretty good change from what it's been for months, all summer basically. Got solar on that house over there, quite a bit of solar. Okay, this is Oak Street, guys. Really ain't that far up here. We get up to the end of this street here, they'll get onto the bike path. Probably the hardest adjustments I've made on the e-bike here is where I've attached my cell phone to a bracket, and it's an odometer. I haven't gotten that one where it's stabilized yet, and the camera bracket hasn't been as bad. What it is, the cell phone's a little heavier, and it keeps moving on me, and I keep making adjustments. Yeah, just a beautiful morning. Slide out of here from people's water. My friend Jim lived there. I think he must still live. I haven't seen him in a long time. Don't get down this street very often. Look, there's a little pond behind that house. I never noticed that before. Hey guys, we're coming up here. This is International Speedway, Route 92. And but there's a bike path right here. So we're gonna go down that bike path. I'll make a quick camera adjustment or there, maybe got that. Across the street there is a factory that makes hypodermic needles and other stuff for medical supplies. Alright, see, they got this nice bike path. Goes all the way, actually here in town, I'm thinking about 3 miles up here to close to where the Walmart is. And see, I got this way, avoid this marsh road. There's people coming here. 0.91, let's just see how far it is. I don't trust people, they always say wait on you, but I don't trust them. Because legally I have to stop. So 0.92, we'll try to remember that. See how far it is up here to the Publix and the Lowe's. So anyway, back on when people want to go against traffic rules, I appreciate they try to be kind. And like they will tell me, like the lady there, she goes, go ahead. Well, I had to stop by law. I had to stop. And what can happen is something confused, the next thing you know, you're in an incident. So I don't allow that generally when somebody's going along and they're going, no, you go ahead. And it's like, no. Traffic rules, you go ahead. Just a little bit of a safety thing. Some kindness is really, it's nothing wrong with that, but you got to think ahead. That could cost you your life or an incident or whatever. So anyways, I seen it happen years ago. Someone was trying to get out in a whole bunch of traffic and they said, oh, go ahead. Well, alongside them came another lane there, and a car come, bam, they hit each other, which caused them an issue. So, traffic rules are generally made for a reason. The best way to do it is following. Beautiful ride up through here. Swampy lands off to the right here. There's a lot of these bike paths throughout our county here. There's basically miles and miles and miles of them. If you want to just have a regular pedal bicycle, you could pedal that. So I gotta get a habit. They have these stop signs. A lot of bicycles don't stop here, and you know, a car could be turning in there. Highway Patrol, Florida Highway Patrol right there. 108 last year, 107 to date, so we're almost caught up with last year's traffic fatalities, and we still got, what, 3 months to go. Where are we at? October, November, December, 2.5 months. It's actually a beautiful ride, about 62, 63 degrees. We have the gears in the bike in gear 6, the highest gear. We have the assist on medium and just barely pedaling, no friction at all. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move us up to high assist. I noticed we were doing between 10 and 11 mile an hour, and immediately it went up to 12 mile an hour as soon as I hit the high assist. So it definitely will make it go just a little faster. We're gonna leave it on high assist for a while, because one thing we're wanting to do too is test the batteries. See, it'll go up to 13 there. So we test the batteries out here, and you get a little less out of a higher assist, but I've never ran this far enough to even get the batteries to come down low. It's funny, this is a bigger intersection here, but there's no stop sign here on the trail. Basically, it had a crosswalk stop, which in that case, it was red and I would have broke the law. I don't believe most people probably follow that all that much. We're filming with our Sony FDR 3000 Action Cam. Kind of doing a little battery test too. Some people complain the batteries don't last all that long, and we're just going to leave it go here and just see if the battery goes down on us or not. Because we've went as fast as 14 mile an hour, but we're kind of cruising between 12 and 13 right now. Have you seen an airplane coming in? We're right here beside the DeLand Airport. This was like a naval airport back in the 50s, 40s. Those little white lines on the road are rough. This big open field here, we used to put the circus. Years ago, we used to have, not that many years ago, the Cole Brothers Circus was based here in DeLand. We did a video out by the railroad tracks not real long ago about that, but they used to start the circus right here in this field. But I've seen people shoot balls and fly little model airplanes out here. Now this little plant right here is called battery tender. If you've used anything for like your motorcycles or anything that you want to, it's a little charger that maintains your battery. I use one. This is where they make battery tenders at. Got a beautiful little pond there with the ducks hanging out here. Quite a bit of water here. We'll try to maintain the water. Make sure we don't run into nobody. Yeah, it looks like we got a little Wi-Fi popped up. We got a notice on my phone here. That's pretty cool. So we know we can get the YMCA must have a Wi-Fi connection, and it connected up for me. Good to know. Stop here a second and pop my screen back to my odometer mode. brakes squeak just a little bit. Throw my glasses on here real quick. There we are, back. I had to hit the bag. So very interesting that we got Wi-Fi connection. Okay, right now the distance is 2.52 since we left the house to this point. Transmission shop here. Read in the news right up here, just up the road here last night, an elderly man was killed going across the road, hit by a car somewhere up here. So it was very unfortunate. Bowling alley. This place has been a little everything. They do this kickboxing. I don't know what that's all about, but building another auto parts store right here. This is a good little Mexican restaurant coming right here. Los Dos Padres. I'm probably saying that all wrong, but they got some good Mexican food there. We haven't had Mexican for a while. And we got a Dairy Queen. You can get a pumpkin pie and a Blizzard. This here is the Lowe's up here. We're gonna go just a little further. These main intersections has these crosswalks. So this is our Lowe's. 2.82 miles up to Lowe's from when we left the house here. Probably got a Wi-Fi connection here too. I have never checked that. Says no motor vehicles. Now what I wonder, do they consider this a motor vehicle? Panda hibachi grill. Hey guys, we're up here to the Publix. Exactly 3 miles, 3.01 miles from our house to the Publix. That's what I always said it was here, was a 3-mile trip up here. We've got a Big Lots on up here. We've got a Publix. Of course, there's a Aspen Dental. There's one of those workout places. I don't know if they call that Planet Fitness. So anyways, exactly 3.3 miles from our house, right up to the Publix. We're going to go back the other way. Unfortunately, we're going to be shooting into the sun. Veterinarian Clinic, Newman Veterinary Centers. I want to It looked like a 70-ish car or some sort of an Oldsmobile with a very loud muffler. He was flying along. Worldwide Furniture Outlet. Never knew that was there. A few of these buildings been here 20 years, and they've been here like this next one here on the left. I have no clue what that is, but it's been there for over 20 years. I would imagine something's in there. Across the street, when I came up there, I didn't mention there's a parachute factory. Skydive DeLand's right out of here at DeLand Airport. And some of the world's largest skydiving center is here, and they make parachutes across the street called Performance Design. DeLand Business Parks. A lot of little businesses over in this area here. I have a friend that has a sign shop here, Morris Sign. But they got a lot of businesses over here in this area. That one's called Thermal Protective Coatings. There's always something taking off and landing here at the airport. I've seen people use this path, have the electric scooters. We have one. Sue uses it all the time because of her ankle and knee. And I'm finding this electric bike is just an awesome way to, you know, the older you get, you just can't walk and stuff like you used to. And this really makes a nice way to get around and use less effort. Again, highway patrol. Yeah, Volusia tragic fatalities, 108 last year total, 107 today to this date, which means there's been more accidents this year than there was last year. That's not a good thing. DeLand Municipal Airport. Yeah, guys, we're not real far from being back to our streets, which shows you it's a very effortless way to just ride a bicycle up the path and go up to the store, do whatever you have to do. Have a little swampy area right here. Used to be a joke back years ago about buying some swampland in Florida. Well, you know, they nowadays they drain that swamp and they use it for housing. They make retention ponds. A lot of times you'll see some deer, and there's bear. I'm sure there's bobcat, all kinds of wild animals in these wooded areas right here. You get in that thicket, it's pretty rough. It looks kind of open, but those palmettos will slice you. You can come across there and be all cut up. This little spot right here, when they first built this path, they didn't have this fence. I don't know if you can see it yet or not. A fence around a little creek here. Guy rode his bicycle, went down in there, and he died. So then they put this fence around here. A little smell to that water. I can smell, it almost smells sulfury, like there's a sulfur smell to it. But anyways, I think the guy was drunk. And then he ran down in there and ended up dying, probably hit his head on something. Yeah, I thought about going down Marsh Road here, but you know, I just saw a car go flying down there, and that's one reason I like to stay off of this road. This little road right here is the quickest way back to our house, but the people, it's a 35-mile-an-hour road, but people tend to fly across there a whole lot faster than 35, you know, and so I avoid it. We're gonna go up here to the next street, which is Oak, and go down Oak Street here. A little bit safer. Things happen when you're out pedaling if you don't think. You got to think all the time. So a little bit different route, and I'm no hurry. They're a little safer. They're just a little different scenery. Now we'll just go down here. Neighborhood watch area. And see, I like my mirrors. I noticed there is a car behind me. And they were giving me a lot of room. That was great. Do not drive on the shoulder. So I don't want you to drive on the shoulder. There's like 6 signs there saying do not drive on the shoulder. So we put it in high assist all the way down there. And I think our battery did just fine. There are a few little squeaks. We need to get our oil can out here and do a little oiling. We've probably went close to, just close to 20 miles on the bike since we've had it. And so we'll rig up a little oil can here and put a little oil on the different spots. Need to get a little chain lube. Dog's gonna get me. At least they have a fence. Rough, rough. See, that was actually the brake squeaking. Let me stop here a second. Analyze, make sure no traffic. Looks like we're good to go. He's got a nice looking Mustang there. Big tree here. Big old live oak. So our top speed's been 14 miles an hour. You know, I ride around, I smell people's laundry. They use that stinking perfumed laundry soap. And it's hard to believe how much that permeates the air outside. This stuff's not good. A lot of people have allergies, namely me, to that stuff. If it smells that bad out in the middle of everywhere, you know it can't be good for you. So if you use it, I would advise not to. I like to smell the fresh air. And unfortunately, that spoils the fresh air. All right, we're heading down our street. 5.85 miles. Let's see if we hit a total of 6 miles till we pull in the driveway. Should pretty close. I like to keep track of statistics, and with this little odometer I've got, I can just know what I went, how far I went. It even has a GPS and it tells me where I went. I don't know if it'll tell me the whole route or not, but it does tell me where I started and where I stopped at. So I was going to reset it when I got back to Publix, but I didn't do that. 5.97. And a car coming up beside me. 6 miles right there. Just, I can see the driveway. 6 miles. .3. Here we are. We're back home. Still a lot of squeaking on my brakes. Here we are, guys. We're all the way back to the house. 6.05 miles up to the Publix and back. I hope you enjoyed our little ride here. I sure did. It was a gorgeous morning. If you did, hey, give us a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, leave it in the section below. And again, if you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and join all our adventures that we take. You never know what we might be doing. We do all kinds of things. So hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next thing. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support our channel, we have links down below that you can click on. We're an Amazon affiliate. We have stickers available. We have a t-shirt store where you can buy t-shirts and coffee chat mugs, or if you just want to support us, you can support us through the PayPal link. So we appreciate all your help. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.